This is a video completing pre-student teaching experience documents. In this video, teacher education students will learn how to document pre-student teaching experiences to receive credit for the hours they worked with students. Begin by opening a web browser. Navigate to my.illinoisstate.edu. Then click the button that says Central Login. Enter your ILSTU email address in the Sign In field. Then click the Next button. Enter your password into the Enter Password field, then click the Sign In button. This will open your my.illinoisstate.edu homepage. Click the Academics tab in the top navigation bar. Scroll down to the Teacher Education section. Click on the Pre-Student Teaching Experience document link. This will open the Pre-Student Teaching document page. Click the Search button. All the courses you have been enrolled in will show up at the bottom of this page. Then, select the specific course. If you are enrolled in a number of semesters and would prefer to limit your choices, use the search criteria on this page. Select your academic career in the Academic Career drop-down menu. For this example, I will choose Undergraduate. Click the Lookup button in the Term field. This will open the Lookup Term window. Select the semester during which you are entering your pre-student teaching experience. For this example, I will select Fall Semester 2024. This will close the window and the term code will now be displayed in the Term field. Next, click on the Class Number/Group Code Lookup button. In the Lookup Class Number/Group Code window that appears, click on the applicable class number/group code for which the pre-student teaching experience will be applied toward. For this example, I will select the class SED. This will close the window and the class number will now be displayed in the class number/group code field. Click on the Lookup button in the Instructor ID field. In the Lookup Instructor ID window that appears, click on the professor of the class for which the pre-student teaching experience will be applied toward. For this example, I will select Hillary Instructor. This will close the window and the professor will now be displayed in the Instructor ID field. Click the Search button. This will open the Pre-Student Teaching Experience doc page for this pre-student teaching experience. At the top of the page is a section containing some basic information about this form, such as your student ID and name. I am logged in as Reggie Redbird, so it shows his information. The ID number shown to the left of the name is not your university ID or UID. Do not worry if you do not recognize this number. Also included in this section is the information selected on the previous screen: class number and class name, instructor ID and instructor name, academic career, academic subject, and the term. The instructions for completing the pre-student teaching experience document is listed below this section. The pre-student teaching experience documents section is where you will be entering information about your pre-student teaching experience. In the School/Org ID field, click the Lookup button. In the Lookup School/Org ID window that appears, search for the school that you had completed your pre-student teaching experience using the search fields at the top of the window. For this example, I will enter Normal in the City field and Illinois in the State field. Then I will click the Lookup button. A list of all schools in Normal, Illinois will be displayed. Click the Schools row. For this example, I will select Grove Elementary School. This will close the window and the school code will be displayed in the School/Org ID field. If your school or organization is not listed, please contact the Cecilia J. Laube Teacher Education Center by email at clinicalquestions@illinoisstate.edu. Next, click the Lookup button in the Supervisor ID field. The Lookup Supervisor ID window will open. Click the row of your supervising teacher. For this example, I will select Teacher Jeffrey L. This will close the window and the Supervisor ID is now displayed in the Supervisor ID field. If your supervising teacher is not listed, please contact the Cecilia J. Laube Teacher Education Center by email at clinicalquestions@illinoisstate.edu. Enter the first date of your pre-student teaching experience in the Begin Date field using the MMDDYYYY format. Alternatively, click the calendar icon in this field and select the applicable date from the calendar that appears. This will close the calendar, and the date is now displayed in the Begin Date field. Enter the last date of your pre-student teaching experience in the End Date field using the MMDDYYYY format. Alternatively, click the calendar icon in this field and select the applicable date from the calendar that appears. This will close the calendar, and the date is now displayed in the End Date field. Enter the total number of hours spent on this pre-student teaching experience during this time frame in the Hours field. For this example, I will enter 10. Click the Answer Descriptor Questions link to answer questions about the classroom you were in during your pre-student teaching experience. The Experience Descriptors window will open. Answer the questions in this window. For question 1, use the drop-down menu to select the setting of the clinical experience. Reggie was in a general education classroom, so I will select that option. For question 2, select the checkbox next to every grade level you worked with during your clinical experience. Reggie worked with 5th graders, so that is the option I will select. For question 3, select the checkboxes next to each cultural composition that made up the classroom you were in. The classroom Reggie was in had students that are Black non-Hispanic, Hispanic, White non-Hispanic, and receiving free or reduced lunches. For question 4, use the drop-down menu to select the correct population of the town the school is located in. Normal, the town Reggie's school is located in, is large urban. For question 5, select the checkboxes for all the exceptionalities that apply to the students in the class of your pre-student teaching experience. In the class that Reggie was in, there were students with emotional/behavior disability, learning disability, and on the autism spectrum. For question 6, select the checkboxes next to the experience types that apply to what you did while at your clinical experience. Reggie simply observed, so I will place a check mark next to observation, including field trips. Once all the questions are complete, click the OK button located at the bottom left of the window. This closes the window. Click the Save and Submit button. This will save your pre-student teaching experience. If you completed multiple pre-student teaching experiences for the same class, you can add another experience by clicking the Add Another Experience button. This will open another pre-student teaching experience documents section below the first. Complete the same information about your new experience as previously shown in the new section that appears. This next section of the video is an audio-free demonstration of the steps that have just been covered. If you need to delete an experience, click the Remove Experience button. If you completed pre-student teaching experiences for more than one class during the same semester, click the Return to Search button at the bottom of the screen. This will open the Pre-Student Teaching Experience Doc Search page. Click the Clear button to clear the fields. Find the other class for which you would like to enter the pre-student teaching experience. Like before, either click the Search button to display all the courses you're enrolled at the bottom of this page, then select the specific course, or use the search criteria using the same steps as before. Use the search fields to select the next class for which the pre-student teaching experience was completed. This will open the pre-student teaching experience doc page for this class. Enter information about the new pre-student teaching experience as previously shown. This next section of the video is an audio-free demonstration of the steps that have just been covered. If you have additional experiences to enter later in the semester, you'll follow the same procedures by logging in and entering your experience. This concludes the video on documenting pre-student teaching experiences. If you have questions about completing the documentation form, your school or cooperating teacher is not listed, or you encounter any other issues, please contact the Cecilia J. Lobby Teacher Education Center. You can give them a call at 309-438-3541 or email them at clinicalquestions@illinoisstate.edu. If you cannot log in to my.illinoisstate.edu, or if you experience any other technical problems, please contact the Technology Support Center. Use a web browser and navigate to help.illinoisstate.edu to submit a ticket or utilize the live chat feature to chat with an analyst during the posted live chat hours. You can also call the Technology Support Center at 309-438-4357 or email them at supportcenter@illinoisstate.edu.